If you ever find a note in your own house that says 8 hours left, leave immediately. Don't try to understand it. Don't wait for answers. And whatever you do, don't stay. Because I stayed. And now, something is coming for me. My ex made it to my house. I shouldn't have let her. She'll be here in 8 hours. I know how insane that sounds. If I were reading this from someone else's account, I'd probably think they were having a breakdown, or trolling, or both. I wish that were the case, but I need to document this somewhere while I still can. Because if what I found today is real, and I'm becoming increasingly certain it is, then there's a very real chance I may not survive the night. My ex-girlfriend moved most of her things out this morning. That part was expected. Things between us had been bad for months. Fighting. Paranoia. See, I kept trying to rationalize, because sometimes it's easier to call something stressed and admit you may have been sleeping next to something deeply wrong. When I got home from work early, her car was gone. Most of her clothes were too. At first, I thought that was it. Messy. Breakup. Ugly. Ending. Move on. Then I went into the bedroom. There was a Ouija board under our bed, not shoved there randomly. Blathith. Dere. Sendere. Candles burned down around it. Symbols carved into the hardwood floor. And sitting directly on the board was a folded note with my name on it. Inside were only 3 words. 8 hours left. I called her immediately. No. Answer. Texted. Nothing. Call it. Again. Straight to voicemail. At first, I assumed this was some elaborate scare tactic. Rachel always had an obsession with spiritualism, occult books, energy work, all things I tried very hard to tolerate until I found out just how much of it she'd been hiding. Because after I found the board, I started looking, and the more I found, the worse things became. Hidden in our closet were jars filled with animal teeth. Under the bathroom sink were black candles, bundles of dried herbs, and small bone fragments tied with red thread. Inside attic storage, I found photographs of me sleeping, dozens of them. Different nights, different angles. Some taken so close I could see my own breathing, and mixed among them, photos of our dog, Morphe. The dog we thought had run away 2 months ago. I don't think he ran anywhere. By then, I'd already called the police. He came. Look, Aoun treated me like I was overreacting. They said there was no direct threat. They suggested my ex may have simply been emotionally unstable. Then he left. But I'm sitting here now, rereading that note, realizing emotional instability probably doesn't explain what I found in the basement. I didn't even know our basement had a locked lower storage section. Rachel apparently did. I found the key taped behind a vent in the laundry room. I really wish I hadn't opened that door. The smell hit me before the stairs ended. Rotting meat, burned hair, damp earth. There was some kind of ritual space down there. A hand-built fire pit. Symbols painted across concrete. Animal remains or pieces of them. I genuinely don't know how to describe what I saw. Bodies stitched together. Hollowed remains of multiple animals sewn into grotesque shapes that shouldn't have physically held together. Painted green and red. Displayed like offerings. And in the center. Another node. Node he needs to stay home. That was when my phone buzzed. A text from Rachel. The first response all day. It sighed. I'll be there in 5 hours. I don't know how to explain the feeling that message gave me. Because suddenly, this wasn't symbolic. This wasn't emotional manipulation. It was a countdown. Something was coming here. And every piece of evidence in this house suggests Rachel knew exactly what that something was. I checked old security footage from our backyard cameras. 2 nights ago, Rachel was outside after midnight, dragging something heavy. At first, I thought it was trash bags. It wasn't it. It was Morphe, or what was left of him. I had to stop watching 3 separate times. She dragged him to the basement door like she was completing a chore. Calm. Methodical. At one point, she looked directly into the camera and smiled. I don't know how I missed this before. I don't know what else I've missed. But things escalated even further. Roughly an hour ago, emergency alerts started showing up online. Traffic incident, destroyed fencing, vehicle collisions. Reports of something moving unnaturally fast through rural roads and residential areas. Most footage is grainy, blurry. Every memory of us gone. I took a baseball bat to it in the woods behind my friend's property. I don't even know if it still exists. And now, according to every horrifying thing I've uncovered, it may have been the only object capable of stopping whatever is on its way here. So, I am alone. I barricaded in my bedroom, listening to distant sirens, watching emergency lights flicker through boarded windows, and hearing something outside that sounds too heavy to be human. I don't know if I'm going to make it, but if this post suddenly stops updating, then it made it here. If anyone reading this ever finds signs like these, don't ignore them. Don't rationalize them. And if someone leaves you because they've discovered something terrible, pray they never come back. I hear movement downstairs now. Not footsteps. Impact. Wood splintering. Something just hit my front door hard enough to shake the 2nd floor. I'm going to keep this tab open as long as I can. If I survive, I'll update. If I don't let her in.